what's so sad is that because we have in social media such an emotion-based group of people, or emotion-based world, where if you're feeling something, you're going to click and reshare. If you're thinking, you're probably sitting there thinking. So, our target is to get people to feel. And so when Garrity posts something like that, it makes people feel, so it becomes very popular, and a lot of people see it, and a lot of people then feel, and they're all feeling either angry at each other or guilty for being the one Garrity's yelling at. And it doesn't help the conservative movement at all.
Sure, there are people out there who mean well and think that they're helping by staying home, and think that they're helping, thinking that they're doing right by being a bunker Republican, and trying to sort of, no, I'm not going to vote for this guy because he's just going to make this mess worse. No, I'm not going to. We'll just wait it out, and then eventually someday our prince will come. We're going to have the best candidate ever show up, and we're going to have an excellent, paradise of conservatism. We don't have to fight for it. We just have to wait. We have to wait it out. We've got our buckets. We've got our tanks of water. We've got our emergency meals. We're just going to stay here, and it'll all be good.
Well, and I think that's true. Yeah, Corey calls them Rapunzel Republicans. Yes, Rapunzel, let down your long hair. I almost said let down your red hair, but that could be just because I'm a redhead. I think that. Anyway, but yeah, the whole thing that we're trying to do here is to acknowledge that there are Rhino Republicans, there are Tea Party Republicans, there are social cons and Christian cons and hawks and doves. And I think since we have 6 people here today, we probably have 6 different sectors of conservatism represented. But guess what? Altogether, we are that diversity of thought that makes the Conservative Party better and more effective by being different. And I'm cool with the fact that I don't agree with all of y'all on everything. And hopefully y'all are cool with the fact you don't agree with me. And you know what? If you're not, I don't really care.
No, you're wrong. You're just wrong. One thing that Garrity did not put in his National Review recap, he left out some tweets, but one of the one was, and I've seen this and I understand where he's coming from. If your plan involves, and I quote, and then after America collapses, we rise from the ashes back into power, you've lost me. That would have been very helpful to be included in the National Review, tweet roundup that he put together, because that is something that you see quite often from people in the conservative side who've given up. And they say, let it burn. I've heard that far too many times. And that is a defeatist attitude, and it's that bunker mentality. I was talking with JD earlier today. I've come across that so many times by people who have tried and who have failed and who have walked away. And I understand where they're coming from, because this is why we talk about needing a win and how do we get there and the strategy behind it. But the deal is that when those people are out there saying that thing, it is going to engender an emotional response. That is what you get when you get that from Garrity's. That was, again, reacting, as Andy said, letting someone else kind of push your buttons to the point where you react. I get it, and I do believe that's what Garrity did. But he's got a very central core point that we can't miss, I think, and that is that some people have given up. Some people are ready to walk away. And it seems to be louder on social media than in real life. And we're in a bubble of social media. We talk about our bubbles all the time. We are kind of in a bubble in social media where what we see the most influential people say or do and tweet and Facebook and whatever becomes sort of the conversation that we have. But there are so many other people out there that don't see that day to day, that aren't feeling that day to day, that aren't looking at things that way.